What's happening, HC Nation? Hey, today we're going to do something different. It's a Fan Mail Friday, but because we're so far behind on Stump the Creator, we got questions coming in like none other. So I'm going to fill in today. Instead of doing Fan Mail, we're going to do Stump the Creator Mail. This one comes from Clayton H. His question is, in Thailand, there is the Kamakura Shogun Army and Philo, well, I think it's supposed to say Farnsworth, but he said Garnsworth, so Farnsworth. In Russia, so that's Thailand. In Russia, or should I do this again? In Thailand, you have the Kamakura Shogun Army and the Philo Farnsworth in one corner. In Russia, in another corner, you have the Persian immortals, Snadro, I think it's supposed to be Sandro Botticelli, Albert Einstein, and the Roman centurion. The question is, in this, if the immortals attack Thailand, so just the immortals, or if Russia attacks Thailand, and after the second attack, Thailand reverses the Alamo, I guess plays the Alamo, can Thailand attack Russia an unlimited amount of times? Okay, so all of a sudden the Alamo came in here, so I'm trying to figure out, let's start off with the Immortals. Okay, so the Persian Immortals is an army card. So, Persian Immortals, where are you? Persia, starts with a P, there you go, Persian Immortals. The Persian Immortals give your land an additional 500 points of strength if it is in an Asian land. Okay, so Russia, it's in an Asian land. Okay, Sandro Basil is an artist. So let's go to the artists. Sandro Botticelli. Increase your morale by 300 from his brilliance, or your opponent loses 200 morale during a nightmare from Dante's Inferno. So that doesn't have anything to do with the attack. The Persian's ability doesn't really have to do with the attack. How about Albert Einstein? Einstein, scientist, actually, let's see. Going back to the scientists. Albert Einstein gained the ability of any technology or knowledge card that your opponent plays. Okay, so right now they're not talking about a technology or knowledge card. And the Roman centurion, which would be a warrior. Roman centurion, where are you? Here we go. Showing valor, increase your morale by 200 points and strength by 500 points when fighting a country with an army. Okay, so they do have an army, so you get the extra points. Let's try out the Kamakura Army. I'm not saying anything that has to do with the actual attack, and that's what we're looking for. Just to make sure I do not miss anything when answering this question. I do not want to be stumped for the first time, right? Okay, Kamakura. After an opponent's initial attack on an Asian land this army is defending, you may attack your opponent who attacks you first. Okay, so basically you become the attacker. So if Russia attacks Thailand, oh, one more, Philo Farnsworth, also an inventor. Go to the eyes, inventors. Or did I put it under the land? Yes, I put it under the scientists. I put the inventors and the scientists together. So Philo P. Farnsworth. Philo Farnsworth. Entertainment, okay, gains morale, 300 morale, so it doesn't have anything to do with the attack. Okay, so we're gonna go with Russia's attacking Thailand. Then I guess they win. The Immortals attack Thailand. The Persian Immortals would win because they're stronger than the Kamakura. Just double checking. Kamakura is 4,000. The Persian Immortals, looking for P, there you go, is also 4,000, but that's attack, while the Kamakura defense is 3,000. So obviously Russia would win the first time, and after the second attack, not after the second attack, during the second attack. So because of Russia winning the first time, now Thailand can actually attack Russia because of Kamakura Shogun army. So in the second attack, they attack and they reverse and play the Alamo at the same time. So one more card to go into, the Alamo, one of the greatest cards out there. It says, for this turn only, so it could be the other person's card, but it's not an interrupt. And it's for a turn. A turn is just while one person is playing. A round is when the whole table is playing. So one whole time around the table. And it's not an interrupt, so you can't play it during someone else's turn. If Russia is attacking you, then it's their turn. And if Russia is attacking you and it's their turn, you can't play a non-interrupt card. So, in the end, Thailand cannot attack Russia because even if they played the Alamo, it's not an interrupt. So they would not be able to play the Alamo and continue to attack. They can attack once, and they can probably win one time, but they're not able to attack unlimited times, which is the question here from Clayton. So I hope you're able to enjoy that. I hope you're able to understand me reading through all those cards and walking through the mind process of playing those cards. That's really good. If for some reason there's an interrupt card that says interrupt, play any card during someone else's turn, that would be awesome. We need to put that in a create your own card contest for like next year, because if we could get something like that to happen and then play the Alamo, yeah, you would have been able to attack unlimited amount of times. But because the Alamo is only for one turn, which would have been on your turn because you had to play that card, since it's not an interrupt, you had to play on your turn. The Alamo cannot be played during your opponent's turn when he's attacking you. So the second time, attack Russia back, but then leave it at that. Just one time. Thanks again. We'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye. If you have any comments or questions, add them to the comments below. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow, actually. Take care. Bye.